Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. You guys, I am so excited for today's video. I hope that you guys are just as excited as your girl for today's video because we are going to be testing out some new blushes. You guys know blush makes me so giddy. It makes me happy. I get so excited when I get to test out new blushes. And the fact that Morphe just came out with 2 new types of blushes, oh, we're going to dive into it. So let's get started. All right, y'all, I got the blushes right here in front of me. As soon as this launched at Ulta, I literally ordered these without hesitation because I was like, you know what, I have to review these for my channel. I gotta test them out. I gotta see, I need to see what it's about. So let's get into it. So first up, we have this blush right here. These are the Making You Blush Sculpting Powder Blushes. These are their powder blushes. It says sculpt and define with this subtly shimmering, buildable, blendable formula that's talc-free and infused with hydrating hyaluronic acid and glycerin, plus anti-aging squalane. All right, so I saw 2 shades in the powder formula that I liked, and I was like, I really want to try those. So I picked up 2 shades. So the shades I picked up are Juicy Secret, and then the other shade I picked up is Copper Tunity. Love the names of these. I think that's super cute. All I did was film like the little close-ups before I filmed this video, so I didn't do swatches or anything. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the packaging feels very cheap, okay? Very cheap, like very cheap. Like I could just rip this like very easily, and it also feels really light. But I will say I love the design on the packaging. I think this is super cute. I love that Morphe is being creative with their packaging instead of like that standard black packaging. I feel like they're moving away from that and giving us more like customized products, which I do love. So I do commend Morphe for that. Now let's get into these babies right here. So these are the Blush Balm Soft Focus Cream Blushes. It says melt into cheeks for velvety, sheer to buildable matte color, and it's formulated with super moisturizing Mirror and Kapaku butter. I do not know how to say that, so excuse your girl, but I picked up 3 shades because there were 3 shades that really caught my eye in the cream blushes, and I was like, I have to have those. So the first shade I picked up is called Notoriously Neutral, which is really cute. It kind of looks mauve-y to me. The next shade I picked up is called Wild Wine. This is the deepest one in the collection, but it's not so much deep, but more so like berry tone. So this is like a true berry color. And then the third one I picked up is called Mighty Mauve. Even though this one looks pretty similar to the neutral one, but even though I can see how they're different. They are very different. Like they're different when you put them side by side. So hopefully on the face they do end up looking, like a different color. Now, unlike the powder blush packaging, these feel heavy, they feel expensive, they feel like they're not gonna break easily. And also, I think this is probably one of the cutest packagings I've ever seen Morphe do. Like honestly, hands down, like cuter than like palettes. Like I am obsessed with this vibe. If Morphe's like vibe and aesthetic was this, oh my gosh, these are so freaking cute. I am in love with this packaging. Now, there's something in this collection that I did not pick up. So they did come out with a 18-pan palette as well as a 9-pan palette. I didn't get those. Kind of very much reminded me something similar to my Huda Beauty new nude palette, which is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. So I was like, I still want to do like a pink kind of look. So that's what I ended up doing. But brush set in this collection, which is $46. It's really cute. I would have picked up this brush set, but it was out of stock on the Ulta website, as well as this cream and powder blush brush was also not in stock on the Ulta website. I feel like that might have something to do with inventory and it just must not have been in by the release date. I don't know, don't quote me on it, but usually that is what happens. But when this comes back in stock, I do want to pick up this blush brush because it says you can use it for cream as well as powder blushes, and it's $14. So this looks like something I would probably buy buy like multiples of. So I am definitely gonna get that. These powder blushes retail for $14 and the cream blushes retail for $12. So I don't think I said the price, but we're gonna get into it. Let's go ahead and start off with the berry shade. Yes, let's start off with Wild Wine. Even with fake nails and long nails, it's so easy to open this. It's not like very hard to open. And there's a mirror in here and it says Morphe, which I love. That's so cute. All right, so I'm gonna do my finger for this one first. I'm gonna use my finger, a brush, and then a sponge so we can have different applications of the blush. So I'm just gonna take my finger. Okay, wow, really pigmented. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply this to the cheeks and tap to blend. And this is a matte finish, which you guys know I love, because that means I don't really have to set it. So I'm just building it up with layer 2. And we're gonna see how this looks. Wow. Okay, she's cute. She's cute, she's intense. But wow, that took a turn. I'm gonna build it up with layer 3. I don't have foundation on, so I feel like I can be intense like this. But oh my gosh. Oh, she's buildable. She is buildable, she is intense. Okay, so like I said, this one is Wild Wine, and honestly, this feels like, it does feel like a balm, but it's a balm that has pigment. I kind of want to do a little bit of comparing how this feels. So I kind of thought these would feel like the Fenty cream blushes and the Tower 28, but the Tower 28, when I rub my hand in it, it just feels kind of thin and also is dewy, but I feel like Tower 28 still gives you pigment. But it's just something about the Morphe blush. It just feels like it, I don't know, it kind of has like a self-setting kind of formula where it's not dewy on the face, which I love. I feel like with the Fenty ones, these are a lot thinner when you rub your finger in them. Let's go into Notoriously Neutral on the other side. And this time we're gonna use a sponge. So this one is the more like everyday almost kind of color. Hopefully this one shows up. Place this here. This shade reminds me of my favorite shade from Makeup by Mario, which is the earthy pink shade. But I am just blending this one in. It's very neutral, like very neutral. I wonder if this is a shade that I could use. I don't know how I feel about this shade, to be honest. I feel like it's not like giving me the same, I feel like it's not really giving me the same effect as this one. I don't know how I personally feel about it as a blush for me, so to speak. But I got it because I wanted to try it. It looked like it would work. But this is Notoriously Neutral, and this is 2 layers of the blush. This one I'm not really feeling like I'm feeling this one. I feel like this one shows up really well. I think this one's probably gonna be the one I end up wearing for the look today. So let's go into Mighty Mauve, and I'm gonna go in with my Fenty 125 brush. This is my favorite brush for cream products. Apply this on this side. Ooh, okay, I love this one. This one is pretty. Like, I love this. I feel like this is what I thought the neutral one would look like, but now that I see this is more my speed, this one shows up a lot more. Oh, all of these apply so well. I love it with my finger. I love it with a brush. I love it with a sponge. I just cannot choose a favorite, to be honest. They all blend out beautifully, and oh, I love that it's a matte finish. It's not dewy, so I don't have to set it if I don't want to. But this is Mighty Mauve on this side of the face. Let me know what you guys think about this color, because I'm digging this one a lot. I don't know about this neutral one. I feel like this is just not my vibe, you know? I feel like I go for more punchy blushes, and this one is just not really vibing with me, you know? It looks, I don't know. I'm not really vibing with this one. I'm gonna go ahead and take these blushes off of my cheek, and then we're gonna come back. I'm gonna have like a full face basically, and we're gonna come back to the powder blushes. Right, so I went ahead and finished basically my makeup. I did go into the cream blushes. I took the Mighty Mauve shade and the Wild Wine shade and combined it together for like a cute little concoction. Y'all, I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. We're off to a good start. So now I'm going to dive into the powder blushes. So the first one I have is called Juicy Secret. I'm gonna use both today, so don't worry. And then the other one I have is Opportunity, which is really, really pretty. I just feel like this just looks so airbrushed, and I love it. And I did not set this blush. I did not set it. So I am like, you guys, like there's no transfer or anything. It's set, it's there. I love it. Okay, Juicy Secret. We're gonna go into Juicy Secret first. I'm gonna take a ColourPop E30 brush and I'm going to dip this brush in. There is a bit of kickback in the pan once you dip it in, but I'm just gonna place this higher. Let me grab my mirror. I'm gonna place this blush higher up on the cheeks. Whoa, whoa, very intense, but I love it. I probably went in with a lot, but you guys know me, I love my blush. I feel like I could never have too much blush, to be honest, but oh my God, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. Oh my goodness, so pretty. Okay, we have that one down. Let's get into Opportunity. I feel like this one might throw off the look, but whatever. So we're gonna go into the ColourPop F21 brush. And I'm gonna take this shade. This shade, I don't really know how I feel about it. I do wanna swatch it. That's what this one looks like. Ooh, I don't know about this one. That's Opportunity. I don't like how that swatches. And then this one was the Juicy Secret, which I like how that looks a lot more. Let's go into Opportunity and see. So I got it on the brush and we're just gonna place this here on the cheeks. I don't know. How do I feel about that shade? Opportunity, I mean, you can see it. I'm trying to like diffuse this stuff out. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it. It's slight, it's subtle. Yeah, it does say it has a subtle shimmer to the powder blushes. Okay, all right, we have it on. Let's zoom out and let's get into my final thoughts. Let's get into my final thoughts on these new blushes from Morphe. Okay, where do I start? The blush bombs, guys. These are freaking amazing, okay? These are amazing. Now, I am so picky when it comes to blushes. I feel like these really exceeded my expectations, like 1000%. They exceeded my expectations. Now, I know Morphe has a liquid blush. I've never tried that formula, but this kind of makes me, like this video is making me kind of want to try out their liquid blushes. But oh my gosh, when I tell you guys, I'm honestly extremely blown away by these blush bombs. I cannot express to you guys enough. I don't apply blush with my finger. Like I hate it. I hate applying blush with my finger, but oh my gosh, do these look beautiful with the finger. They blend into the skin so beautifully. I love these blush bombs. Like I really, really do. I'm not gonna lie. I do not like this shade, the Notoriously Neutral from my skin tone. I feel like it showed up, but it didn't look right, okay? I just feel like I need something more punchy, something that's really gonna show. If I'm gonna wear blush, I'm gonna wear blush, you know what I mean? But this shade right here is just not for me. It's really not for me. But if you are into these punchy blushes and you really want something that's gonna show up, I definitely recommend the Wild Wine and the Mighty Mauve. The Wild Wine is like, if I could only choose one, I would go for this one. But this one right here, the Mighty Mauve, is also really beautiful and I definitely can use both of these. I mix both together and they are so beautiful. I love them. Even the packaging, honestly, is like everything. These are like a 10 out of 10 for me. I truly loved these blush bombs. Now the powder blushes, like, it's so weird to me because you would think that the cream blush would have the shimmer or the dewiness to it and not the matte finish, whereas the powder would be more matte. But I will say the formula is it's It's a buildable formula, I will say. The color shows up. Well, at least for Juicy Secret. I liked the shade Juicy Secret. I didn't have to do a lot of building with this shade, which I love. I love a blush where I don't have to build so much, but this is great because I think it is a deep blush. But kind of like the Notoriously Neutral Blush Balm, I am not a fan of this Copportunity shade. I thought it was going to be more orange, like more orangey terracotta, and I just did not like, I don't really like how it looks. I feel like it didn't really do much for me for this look. I feel like the berry mauve tone did much more for me for this look. Even the swatch, I was like, oh, it kind of looks like it could be a little bit ashy on me. So I don't really like the shade, but I do like the formula. I cannot wait to see Morphe come out with more blushes and more shades in these, because truly, I feel like I need more shades. Like, I need so many more shades. I really want to see an orange. So I need to see an orange from Morphe. I want to see a red. I want to see more. And I really hope that people try this out and love the blush balms. Y'all, like, they're really, really good. Like, I recommend the blush balms 1000%. The powder is great. If you love powder, you're not so much a fan of cream, just know that the blush balms do set down and you do not have to set them. But try out both formulas. I think you might like them both. It all comes down to what shade you think is gonna work best for you, to be honest. I'm not a fan of these two shades, but I'm glad that I tried them out just to see if it was gonna work for me or not. But I think these are coming to Ulta in store. So I can't wait to see the other shades in person, because they kind of did look a little bit different from online. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope it was helpful. I love blush, you guys. I was so excited for this launch. I got up early, right at the time that it launched, 7 a.m. PST, and I literally made my purchase. But I'm happy that I did. I wish that I was able to try out the blush brush, because that would have been great. As far as the application of the cream blushes, I cannot pick a favorite. All three ways work beautifully. The finger was like the one that shocked me the most, because usually I would have to blend with my finger and then take a sponge and blend over it, but I didn't even have to do that. I didn't even do that. And it just was easy to use. It was so easy, and it set itself, which was a plus for me. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys picking up any of these blushes? What are your thoughts? And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.